It's week number 112. We're continuing on Chi Sau Concepts. We've already looked at the Tan Sau entry and the Pak Sau entry. We look at now the third most typical entry. We say in our family the Wong Siling system contains 5 basic ways to attack. Siva Wong Siling was very adamant that you don't want a whole bunch of techniques to attack. You need just a handful of reliable entries. Little variations can be created once you understand those basic ones, but you don't need 20 or 30 ways to attack. So he always came up with a number of 5. Tan Sau was number 1, Pak Sau was number 2. The third one is what we call the Laap Sau attack. Some people give it a different name, but in our family, in this particular school here in Malaysia, I like to refer to it as the Laap Sau attack because it closely resembles the Laap Sau drill. So if you recall, some time ago when we looked at the Laap Sau drill, it was about pressing forward and striking. And then my partner did the same and caused me to bong. Then I pressed forward and I counted and so forth. That was the action. If we decided to change, we switched to the other side and continued. That's as a reflex reaction to train us not to stop in bong sau but to follow up. But Laap Sau is also a convenient way to launch an attack because of Chi Sau's restricted positioning. A nice way to get in on your opponent is to use the Laap Sau action to break through the center, after which you can follow up very, very easily. Now, of course, as I said in the week or two before, we're not focusing on defending these attacks yet. We want to focus on how do you attack, and then we can start breaking down typical ways that you can respond. So Gunduk's just simply going to be my dummy so I can show you how to do the attack properly. A lot of people get this one wrong because they do the Laap Sau down. If you do the Laap Sau down, you risk crossing your own hands. What we need to do, just like in the Laap Sau drill, is send that Laap Sau hand forward. It's almost like I'm going to hit him on the chest with my palm. I probably won't end up getting that close, but that's where I send it, like it's going to press him on the chest. What that does is crosses his arms and gives me enough room to withdraw my hand for the punch. Notice the line that I'm using is that midline level where we practice in Sin Tao form. That's important because if I launch the attack high and come up here, he might stop it with the inside hand. He might also just lift up and stop it with the outside hand. So what I want to do is prevent Gunduk from being able to do that. So I hit low. Now obviously I'd like to hit him in the face because that'll stop him really fast, but I can't afford to aim for the face. By aiming for the middle of the body, it's easy to get to the head after that because I've got his hands down. This uses a combination of elbow and core. Another mistake that's often made is using the shoulder. If you use the shoulder, you're giving away too much information. You can feel that. What you've got to do is keep this elbow as still as you can and snap it forward. So you can see what it's doing to Gunduk's body. It's making him kind of buckle forward. So it's very hard for him to stop the punches. All right, so once again, after we roll for a while, I put some energy in there, so I'm trying to distract his structure, and then, boom, in already. Very quick, easy to hit. All right, we'll leave it there. We might talk more about this next time. See you then.